everybody, Papa Gord here, and for those who haven't been following on Instagram or been on any of the live streams recently, this is what is now my special area, my collectibles corner, if you will. Now, we're not doing this. This was going to be my first actual new YouTube video, but I just got back from vacation. We went camping for 5 days, and I surprisingly had a few items that were ready for pickup. So if you watched the live stream yesterday, then you saw some of the stuff that I picked up or that was waiting for me once I got home. Now there was a charge on my account from Amazon, and I couldn't figure out, okay, what is it, you know, because on my orders I didn't think anything was due to come this early in August, but I made a phone call and called Amazon, and they're like, oh, this is getting ready to ship. And this was just yesterday, and it's here today. So Amazon, thank you. It was shipped in a box. So I mean, it's not mint, but I've seen people with worse that these were in bubble mailers, and this just took a beating. Now, as you guys know, I'm pretty much a full-time opener, so which means we're gonna cut into this, and I have to do it on the top this time because there's no tape on the bottom, and well, new things, right? So there we go. And I usually like to have something there to pop the lip, but okay, that's all right. We got her. Ah, interesting. Oh, it's just something about new figures. Even though we've had these sort of, I haven't smelled the inside of, you know, whatever. That's okay. So, oh yeah, that is so nice. So there we go. So there is Zuckuss, and for LOM or for LOM. It all depends on how you want to pronounce it, right? So this is based again on when I was a kid, and these figures were originally released, they were done backwards. So there are people that are like, this is for LOM and this is Zackus, but this is for LOM, this is Zackus. So we've had both of these figures already, more screen accurate compared to these two. These are more based on the Kenner colors. So if you were lucky enough, and you can kind of see them, if you were super lucky enough to get the Kenner Fett, thanks again, Brian, aka TK6287. So yeah, so if you're lucky enough to get this Fett, these two go with him. So it is really rad that he's just not hanging out by himself. Now he's got a couple of buddies. So yeah, so we're not looking at him, but I figured why not? We'll pull him down and have a look. So I am going to do you guys a solid. All you inbox guys who are probably gonna cry or have palpitations or something, I'm going to pause this and do some surgery, and we'll come back and have a better look at these figures. So just hold on a second, guys. Okay, so I'm I'm back after a little while. Surprisingly, I had some issues actually wanting to cut the figures out of their plastic prisons. Man, I tell you, I don't know if it's inbox syndrome that's starting to get to me, but so there you go. One and a two. So they are out right there. Just to show you, they're right here. So yeah, and I still have the box. I guess we can read because there is a little blurb back here. So when Kenner first produced the four LOM and Zuckuss figures, the name somehow got reversed. But since these two bounty hunters were not identified in the film, the switch was not immediately noticed. When the mix-up was finally caught and corrected in 1989, Zuckuss and 4 LOM finally got back their rightful identities. In this exclusive set, we are paying homage to the first appearance of these bounty hunters that puzzled so many for years, with replicas of the original packaging, switch names and all. So that's pretty rad. That's really cool. Maybe was kind of why I had a harder time wanting to open. Maybe, I don't know. But I mean, Kenner Fett, he's open, so these guys have to. And I will pull out their counterparts so we can just see a paint comparison and what have you. Let's maybe move up a little closer here. All right, so we're gonna do Zuckuss. So this is the Kenner more inspired, and the one that we got just in the regular line. So I can already, the material definitely feels different on the new one as opposed to the older one. This one kind of feels a little bit more kind of thick-ish, I guess. Where this one, I don't know. It does feel thinner. It could very well be the same material. It probably is the same material. I don't know. It's just got a different feeling to it. So, and I think just the coloring, a lot lighter to a lot darker. It's almost like you take the this part and put it in vice versa. So that's just where the color switch is. Same on the backs as well. So so you get a little bit more paint detail there, where that's just different colored tube. So a little weathering on the pockets. Same with this one, but I think this one stands out a little bit more. Yeah, kind of the same. So he definitely, it seems a little bit brighter, although the eyes tend to stand, it looks like they stand out a little bit more in here just with the paint wash. But yeah, I mean, he was honestly never one of my favorite figures growing up as a kid. I thought he was okay. You know, he's fine. And again, he's got the same molded black blaster. So I'm just gonna move him to the side for now, and we're gonna look at 4 LOM or 4 LOM, however you pronounce it. And so this is the one that we got, the regular line. And I honestly, if you compare it to the picture on the one that we just got, or the one I just opened, he's very well represented. This looks very nice. I could put him on that card, and I think he would look pretty stunning. So yeah, so this is the one that we just got, and the one we've had for a little while now. So definitely a lot more blue in the head. Really, overall, the whole figure, I'm digging the look of this one. I mean, it doesn't have as much as that orange color and the coming and blending in through the figure like this one does. Makes it look like he's been around for quite a while. This definitely makes him look like he's pretty new. But I love the blue. The red stands out really nice. He's more of a gunmetal color, I would say. So I haven't really messed around with his joints. He was locked up in the top here, and I finally managed to work that one loose. This it was fine. So again, it's got the articulation, a little bit of the articulation in the arms that the newer 3PO has now. So at least there's something, and he's not just constantly locked. But same with his weapon. He got more cast in more of a solid black, where this one's almost slightly, debating on the lighting, almost kind of appears a little translucent in parts. So I actually think I prefer the new one. So yeah, I dig the colors quite a bit. I mean, he's a droid protocol style, so he's not going to have the best movement, but you know, he's got his legs swivel, and you know, you're getting that for the bend. You know, the foot, the swivel. It's all the same stuff that we've already seen with this. You know, he's got a little bit of movement. The head's good. I always like the head on him because he's got quite a bit of waggle up and down. I'm gonna try shining a light through to see if he's a little more, if you kind of see through, because you can do it with this one and see some, I believe some green color coming through that gold and the wash on his eyes. So yeah, so nothing huge to write home about. I think it's more about the cards and the design, and if you've already got the Kenner colored Boba Fett, you know, it makes a great addition, because they are really, it's a mold that we already have, but again, right, they went with the red tip, none of the caping down the side. They gave him the Stormtrooper blaster as well, so it's cool. It tugs at the heartstrings a little bit. Real good case of the feels. That this is just a bigger version of a figure I had as a child. This moves a lot more, and you can get into a lot better and different poses than the old 3 3/4 figures from when I was growing up. But yeah, you know, you get 1, 2, and you put the 3. So now they're all gonna go up on the shelf together, and I think that's pretty cool. So yeah, that is gonna do it for the 4-LOM and Zuckuss 2-pack. Thank you, Amazon, for at least getting it to me in box condition. I'd say this is about an 8. It's just rounded, really. Any of the points are gone, so I you know, it's fine. The other stuff, the inside, they were fantastic, perfect condition. Made it very difficult to actually cut them open. I had to fight back and forth with myself on it, but you know what? I've always said I'm an out-of-box collector, so I need to stick with that. Except for my convention stuff from now on, that's gonna stay in the box. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me, guys. Hope that you like this new setup. Anyways, it's gonna take a little getting used to as far as camera angles and what have you. But the next video I'm gonna put up will most likely be the room update, so you can get some better pictures. I'll probably put some pictures up of before and after, and the progress throughout, and yeah, so I still got a lot of work to do on my shelves, but we're getting there. Plenty of summer left, plenty of figures coming down the line, so I'm trying to get caught up now while there seems to be a slight lull before the Rebels stuff starts to drop probably next. So that's gonna do it for me, guys. Comment, share, like, subscribe, all that usual YouTube mumbo jumbo. It all helps. So let's get a push on. I want to hit 7. I'd like to hit 750. Hopefully, maybe by the end of the year. Do another backpack full of figure giveaway, and yeah. So let's see what the rest of 2020 brings. Anyways, guys. Later, eh?